Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, HD, again. I'm back, and guess what? I just got done casting a pretty awesome WhiteRa game, and I know at the end of it I said, good luck, have a great 4th of July, everyone, and, stay safe. And then I thought to myself, I can't do this. I have to cast another WhiteRa game. And this isn't just going to be one WhiteRa game, this is going to be a series of WhiteRa games. So I'm proud to bring you guys this next series. This was actually emailed to me once again on my email account. And let me just go ahead and pull up the guy who sent it in to me. It is from Joel. Oh no, it's another European. I'm not saying I hate you guys or anything like that. I love you guys. I love everyone. But I just have so much problems pronouncing these names. Joel Bjorklund. Joel Bjorklund with something over the O, some kind of a double dot or something. It looks like a spider bite. I don't know. I have a really hard time pronouncing European names. It's me. I'm just bad at that. So, hey, once again, thanks, Joel, for sending this replay into me. You said this is an epic best of 5 series between WhiteRa and Tarson. I trust you, man. I have not watched these replays or cheated or anything like that at all. So, we'll see what we have in store for me and for the viewers today. Now, of course, Millennium's Tarson, very good Terran player. He is one of the featured players really on Millennium. And if you guys are wondering, well, what the hell is Millennium? It is a pro gaming team. I believe it's based in France. And they do have very good players such as Laylish and Tarson, pretty much their 2 premier players. The rest of the players I'm not too familiar with. But Tarson always been a solid, just a solid Terran player in general. Never really faltering in his play, very standard player. And just in general, super good. Now he is facing off against the granddaddy Protoss, WhiteRa himself, and in fact this is a Protoss map. If you guys never noticed, that is a High Templar. So WhiteRa getting a little bit of a home field advantage here on Shatter Temple. Now WhiteRa, not a standard player. He is more of the unconventional, I'll do anything as long as I win type of player. He is known to use warp prisms very well. And just recently, as of lately, been known to use the mothership very well as well. Now, in the last game, we have to kind of admit that we didn't see the mothership really do anything. But nevertheless, WhiteRa did just an amazing build that blew my mind away. So, I'm hopefully gonna see, or we're hopefully gonna see some more awesome WhiteRa play. Whenever he plays, he never fails to kind of get the energy running. And we'll see what happens in this series of games. Tarson will be opening up with Factory after Barracks, and he's got a second gas running down as well. Now, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not he goes straight into Starport, or if he throws down another factory and opts to just build early quick tanks. It does look like he's got a reactor on here. So I'm not entirely sure what his game plan here is, as his refinery is finishing, and we'll see once his factory is done what his actual strategy is. Is he going to get the tech lab down, build a starport, go straight into Banshee? Because Banshee would be a very powerful opening on this map due to the close rush distances by air. So it does look like Tarson is going to be doing that, and would not surprise me to see a tech lab immediately being thrown down as soon as he gets 50 gas. Yes, there we go. So a little bit delayed there, but he will be getting a quick Banshee here, and the reactor on the barracks solely to build Marines in the early game. Now WhiteRa has not expanded quite yet. Is going to be doing a 3-gate robo. Wow, 4-gate robo here for WhiteRa. Very interesting strategy here, and a lot of times when the Protoss player builds so many early productive facilities, such as the gateway and the robotics facility, it tends to mean they're going to be aggressive, and WhiteRa is going to be aggressive. He's going to open up this game with his trademark warp prism, and I'm so excited to be able to cast this game for you guys, because WhiteRa's warp prism play is unlike any other. I remember in the last game I was like, I would not want to be a probe in WhiteRa's army or anything like that, but I would love to be a warp prism for WhiteRa, because I mean, even if I die, man, I get to go down in the history books of Protoss play as hero warp prism, because that's how damn good WhiteRa is with his warp prisms. Here we go, loading up his forces. He's gonna go, oh my god, there's just a entirely hidden perimeter here for Tarson, but WhiteRa is just gonna go straight for the mineral line here, and what's coming out of the starport, it is a Banshee. The Banshee will not be able to do much against the warp prism, but the warp prism is vulnerable to these Marines. WhiteRa realizes that, bringing in his zealots in the front here to protect against the Marines, so the warp prism cannot go down, and WhiteRa quickly unloading out of there will be able to save the warp prism and does some significant damage to the mineral line of Tarson. We can see 7 workers killed, total advantage of a 27/19, all for the cost of 4 zealots. Definitely worth it, and WhiteRa saves the warp prism. He saved me, guys. I'm gonna pretend I'm the guy driving this warp prism for the rest of this game. We'll see what handy dandy things I do under the control of WhiteRa, but WhiteRa, I don't know where that SCV came from. That was kind of interesting. But WhiteRa here has done great damage, is in a significant lead now, and Tarson opening up with these Banshees, originally planning to do some damage, not really able to do much at all as he was put into a defensive mindset. The Observer did go down though, so one small boon for Tarson. Now gonna try to take out the pylons here, but oh wow, he's being really greedy. He's thinking he can take out these Stalkers, but I don't know, you gotta be really careful here. If you end up losing a Banshee, that would be horrible. And Tarson, good micro right there. What am I saying? Tarson is way too good of a player to lose a Banshee to some careless micro like that. But back at home, WhiteRa's Warp Prism still chilling here, is still very much a threat in this game. Tarson needs to be careful about those Warp Prisms, and I would argue, you know, get a Viking out right now. He has so many Banshees, but one Viking could just put a stop to the Warp Prism shenanigans. And I just think it would be a really smart idea now. Oh, WhiteRa going straight into Templar Archives, guys. Keep in mind, this is all off of one base for WhiteRa. WhiteRa is such a crazy player. He's gonna actually thinking about funding Templar off of one base. That's only 2 geysers worth of gas, but at the same time, a Marine tank timing push here, trying to hit WhiteRa where it hurts most, and the Warp Prism down south here. WhiteRa may have lost attention to that Warp Prism because he realizes now there's a lot of forces marching into his front door, and oh, this could be game. This could be game. WhiteRa only has a couple of zealots here, gonna warp them down or drop them down below. Remember, the Warp Prism does act as a dropship as well, but that's a lot of Marines and tanks just ripping through his production facilities. And WhiteRa, despite the probe advantage, I don't know if he's got enough to break through this. Nice feedback from the Templar, but not able to kill the Banshee. The Banshee's very, very weak right now. Meanwhile, it looks like the zealots have cleaned the SCVs. All the SCVs pulling off the mineral line, in fact. And my face is getting red with blood as I'm casting this game. WhiteRa, oh my god, is he really going to hold this? What a baller! I can't believe it, but he's still got another Congo line of SCVs as well as a tank to boot. So this is getting down to the wire, and I don't know who's going to come out ahead. These 2 zealots pretty much preventing all mining for the rest of this game in the main, and that means that WhiteRa does have a distinct advantage because he is going to be able to continue mining at his own main base, and that means he will be able to reproduce more units. The tank here getting caught, getting a little lost here, getting a bad orders from Tarson, and the zealots able to surround it, and oh my god, it's just SCVs now. Tarson may have lost this game because all he's got are SCVs and a couple of Marines in the back, and that against this army of zealots will be able to just melt, really. WhiteRa right now engaging with Tarson, and Tarson doesn't look like he's got enough to win this game. WhiteRa is gonna pull a victory out of nowhere, and the white flags go down. The mules go down, signaling the white flag of defeat. Tarson realizing that he has lost this game, but what a game! What a game of StarCraft 2 by both these players, and WhiteRa, I thought for sure he was in so much trouble when that march of Marines and tanks was entering his main, but somehow made it work. And a lot of it came down to that Templar man. I was like, oh, but this Templar can't do anything. It doesn't have energy for Storm. But we forgot, or at least I forgot about that handy dandy ability called Feedback, which pretty much almost nearly killed all the Banshees. And the Stalkers were able to easily take him down after that. So what a game of StarCraft 2. It's not over yet though, guys. This is a best of 5 series, and what a great way to kick off the first game. So thank you, Joel, for sending me these replays. Definitely going to be exciting as I move on to game 2. Stay tuned, guys.